and welcome to the Raising Amazing Tween Girls Show. I'm Lisa Tony with GirlTribe Nation, and I am so very glad that you are joining me today. Well, we are in the midst of such a fun series. It is our love language series for tween girls. Now, we are talking all about the ways that our girls can feel loved and the way that we as moms can love them. We are basing this on the research of Dr. Gary Chapman, who says that love is a choice that you make every day. And it's true, isn't it? We make that choice every day of how we're going to love and if we can love well. If we are loved ourselves, if we have our love tanks full, then we are able to interact with our world in such a better way. We have enough capacity to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more gracious, and a little bit more tolerant of everyone else's crazy out there. That is why it's so important for us as moms to know how to love our girls well. So I want to invite you to go to girltribeNation.com/5lovelanguages. Link to it in the notes below, and there you can take the love languages test and find out what your love language is. We are going through all 5 love languages in our series right now. And when we're able to fill our girls' love tanks up with good love, the kind of love that they need to receive, the kind that speaks to them, the way that they were wired, the way they were designed, the way they were created, then they're not going to look for love in the wrong places. They're going to be less likely to go out and look for that from strangers, from their friends, from boys, from teachers. If we can fill them up with the good kind of love that they need, their love tanks are going to be full. That means they're going to be more at peace. They're going to listen better. We're going to have fewer arguments with them, and they are going to have healthier relationships. They're also going to have a stronger sense of self and a stronger sense of identity because they will feel known, they will feel loved, and those are foundational building blocks for our identity piece. So we are in this really fun series where we're looking at the 5 love languages. They're words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So we're going to spend a little bit of time each week talking about one of these love languages. Now, if you don't know what your love language is, no worries, got you covered. You can go to girltribenation.com/5lovelanguages, and there you can take a little quiz. You can find one that talks about what your love language is and help your daughter discover what hers is. So today, we are talking about receiving gifts. Now, everyone loves to receive gifts. All your kids probably love that. You probably love that. But for some, receiving gifts speaks a little bit louder than for others. Now, here's a story about Michelle. She is a tween who pointed to her clothes, her pants, her shirt, her shoes, and said, "Everything I have, they gave me." And in my mind, that's love, because they've given me far more than I need. I even have things that I can share with my friends. You see, Michelle not only felt loved from receiving gifts, but she also was able to express love to others by giving gifts. You see, for some, gifts are symbols of love, and they can even hold special memories. I mean, there's no doubt that we all love presents, but they also are something that can really attach a significant meaning to. I mean, what are those special gifts that you hold close to your heart? I remember getting a puppy from my parents when I was 6 years old. Oh my gosh, I thought that was the best day in the world to get that gift. And I treasure memories of going shopping with my mom and her buying me clothes and shoes and picking out things for Christmas and birthdays. I mean, those were really special trips that I had with her, and loved the things that she would buy me for school that I would enjoy throughout the whole school year. I mean, there's lots of different gifts that I remember getting that were significant to me. Now for me, I tie those gifts mostly to the people that gave them to me. And so that's a little bit of how I receive love. But for those people who just love getting gifts, it's not that they're selfish, and it's not that they're materialistic more so than anyone else. It's just that they respond to that differently when they get a gift. For them, this is love's loudest voice. They see the gift as an extension of you and your love. You see, tweens with this love language, oh man, they treasure gifts as like a physical thing, like a tangible object, a token of affection. Now, unfortunately, those tweens who do have this love language, they also see a lack of gifts as a lack of love. So if this is your daughter, you want to find ways to be creative. Gifts do not need to be expensive, and they don't need to be given every day. But recognizing that a tween is going to be preferred to be rewarded with a special note or a little pack of gum or a little pack of Tic Tacs or a trip to the thrift store rather than a hug or words of affirmation is an important step in building communication. Now, when you focus on this love language for her, you want to really make sure that you communicate, if you've got other kids, that you're loving them well in other ways too. Because it can be really hard if you've got a whole house full of kids and only one kid is getting gifts all the time. I know this to be true. I'm a mama of 4, so I feel ya. I gotcha. I know. But leaning into our tween girl, when gifts is what speaks loudest to her, is a way to communicate with her. And when you do that, you want to maybe even just say words with her so that she's attaching the words with the object. Hey, I got you this sweater. It's going to look really great on you. I love you so much, honey. And so she may cling to that sweater, but she also hear the words and the meaning behind it. Now, we also want to remember with all the love languages that we're talking about in the next few weeks that it's important to use all of them all the time with all of our kids. Even though our children may have one love language that speaks the loudest, we want to lean into that love language for that child. But there's no doubt that they definitely benefit from using all of the love languages as an expressions of unconditional love. So don't just lean into one gift, mama. Make sure that you're leaning into all those love languages. Now, some parents speak this language, gift giving, almost exclusively with their tweens. And then they're shocked to find that their tween does not feel loved. Now, although gift giving is not the love language of all teens, gifts speak loudly for many. Now, if you have a tendency to spoil your child with everything that they ever want and expect them to be grateful and feel loved in return, that might be a little reality check that you need to examine, because if gift giving is not your daughter's primary means of feeling loved, then you can rein back on the gifts. That's not going to help her feel loved. That is not going to build your relationship. And that is what we're going for here. We want to be able to build our relationship through their love language. So the goal for knowing a girl's love language and speaking her love language is to build your relationship with her to help her feel loved. We want her to feel so loved and known by you, her mom, that she has a rock solid identity in that she has a trust factor there, that she knows that she can go to you. She can turn to you at any time for anything that she needs because she knows that you know her so well and that she feels loved by you. So I want to encourage you, if you have a daughter that loves getting gifts and that is her primary love language, to maybe even put on your calendar some reminders to yourself that not every day, but maybe once a week, you figure out something that you can give to her. Again, doesn't have to be something expensive. You can go through and just maybe make a list of things that you know that she likes. It can be as simple as some lip gloss or a special candy or a headband. It can be something really basic. So go through the dollar store, stock up, and then keep those things in your closet. And then every once in a while, surprise her with a little gift and a note on the table or on her pillow. Maybe put something in her lunchbox for school. All of these things are ways that you can delight her and that she will feel loved. She will feel seen and known. And when this love language is the one that they most resonate with, we have to be really careful that we don't throw any kind of guilt on them or any kind of lectures about materialism or selfishness. I mean, this really is a legitimate love language. And so if this is your daughter's love language, if this is your love language, then we need to find ways to talk about it in a healthy and positive way. Not where we go overboard and spoil, but where we do this in a healthy way that is affirming her, affirming who she was created to be, and helping her to feel loved. I have something very special for you, and it's a little quiz. Who doesn't love a quiz? If you would like to better understand your daughter, then you can have access to the 5 love languages quiz. This is a great way for you to find out what your love language is and to find out what your daughter's love language is. So jump on over to girltribenation.com/5lovelanguages. And there you can find an access point to take these quizzes. I'll link to that in the notes below so that you can just click on that and you will be good to go. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me here at the Raising Amazing Tween Girls podcast and show. I am so very glad that you joined me. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would invite you to share it with a friend, subscribe to our channel, and maybe leave a comment. That is so very helpful to us here. All right, well, everything that we do here at Girl Tribe Nation is all about helping girls to feel smart, healthy, brave, and to live with a whole lot more happy in their life. Thank you so much for joining us for our Love Languages series. I can't wait until next time. Bye for now.